Israel's National Security Advisor Eyal Hulata will be going to Washington next week. He will be meeting his U.S. counterpart Jake Sullivan. Talks are expected to focus on Israel's ties with Saudi Arabia. Two Biden administration officials are in Riyadh this week and have met senior Saudi officials. Their meetings reportedly included facilitating the transfer of two islands from Egypt to Saudi Arabia. The islands of Tiran and Sanafir were promised to Saudi Arabia in 2017 by the Abdel Fattah el-Sisi government in a treaty. But the treaty was never finalized. The transfer of the islands required Israel's buy-in. These islands are demilitarized and have a multinational force present. This was agreed in the Israeli-Egyptian peace deal of 1979. Israel needs free access to the Straits of Tiran near the islands to access the Red Sea. Saudi Arabia had agreed to keep the islands demilitarized, but not to the presence of the multinational force. They have said they are committed to maintaining the freedom of maritime navigation. Now it seems Israel has given its nod to the island transfer, which appears to be a part of the greater plan aimed at normalizing relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia. Riyadh has approved the normalization of ties between Israel and the UAE and Bahrain. But it has refused to officially normalize ties with Israel until the Palestine issue is resolved. Hulata and Sullivan are also likely to discuss President Biden's visit to Israel and the restoring of the Iran nuclear deal. Our Israel correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report with the latest.
The question is, will two Red Sea islands be transferred from Egyptian control to Saudi Arabia? Now, this needs Israeli agreement because it has implications for shipping to Israel and was part of the Israel-Egypt peace agreement. The two islands are currently demilitarized and there's an international force of observers there right now. If this is agreed, then this could be seen as a step towards Saudi Arabia joining the Abraham Accords. And there's also talk of direct flights potentially between Israel and Saudi Arabia. However, the talks at the moment are allegedly covert between the United States and Saudi Arabia, and full peace between Saudi Arabia and Israel could be a matter of time. King Salman is known to take a more traditional stance and want to see peace between Israel and the Palestinians before Saudi Arabia and Israel agree a normalization deal. However, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is keen for Saudi Arabia to join the Abraham Accords, so it could just be a matter of time. This is Jody Cohen for WION.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.